Big LZs. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to clean my Camp Chef pellet grill. We're getting ready to do a barbecue contest next month. We're going to do a rib and a chicken competition, and I wanted to put one of those high temp gaskets on my door here. This Camp Chef really works good. All grills are going to leak a little smoke out from around the doors and things like that. This one's not bad. It's not bad at all. I could get by without doing it, but I want to update it just a little bit and put that gasket on there and get rid of those minor leaks that are on it. And we're going to go through and I'll show you how I clean my Camp Chef. But I'll open the door here and show you the lid. The door on this is full stainless steel, and you can see the discoloration on here. And I've cleaned it in one spot here. I'm going to, instead of cleaning this while it's on the pellet grill, I'm going to remove this top, and I'm going to take it out back and put it on a table where we can really clean it and not have to worry about getting harsh chemicals and stuff down inside the pellet grill. So stick around. We'll take this top off. I'm going to show you how to clean the inside, and we'll go through the whole process and show you how to install that gasket. Y'all stick around. We're going to do 2 or 3 parts, and we'll cover this where anybody can do it. It's so easy, a caveman could do it. Okay, first things first. What we're going to do, we're going to open it up, and we're going to remove the grates out of here. We'll just take them off and set them to the side. We'll take them out and we'll clean those. This grill is not in really bad shape. About every 3rd cook on it, I disassemble it like this, and I clean it. So we've got the grease pan here. We'll remove it. It's not terribly bad, but we're gonna get it clean. The inside's just got a few spots in there that just need touching up. Like I say, it's not bad, but we're gonna get it all cleaned out real good. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a putty knife. I've got a wide putty knife. I'm gonna scrape it down, vacuum it out, and wipe it with a rag that's no good, scrap rag, stuff that needs to go in the trash. We're gonna wipe it out real good with that. So here we go again. Let's get started. As you can see, it's not terribly in bad shape, but we're just gonna scrape it down inside. Keep your grills like this clean, especially these pellet grills, and you'll have less chance for a grease fire. And there's a little grease down in here. Like I say, it's not terribly bad, but we're just gonna go through and scrape everything down, take what ashes are in there, and remove those ashes. Okay, now we've got everything scraped down. I'm going to take my little shop vac here, and I'm just going to vacuum this out. Real easy way to clean. It's going to be loud, so y'all just bear with me. I've got an old disposed rag here. It's really no good for anything, got holes all in it. What I'm going to do now, I've got everything scraped down. I'm going to wipe all the surfaces down and get all the extra little grease off that you can't vacuum out. Just wipe it down good all over and get those loose grease deposits, oily looking stuff, just wipe down the whole inside. Shouldn't take but just a couple minutes to get everything wiped down. As you can see, we've got everything wiped out real nice. It's nice and clean. Actually, I think it's a little cleaner than it should be, but we are doing a little maintenance before our competition cook-off. So now I'm going to remove the top and take it out back and show you how we're going to clean it. It's going to look like new. Now I want to remove this top so we can take it out back and deep clean it so we don't make a mess in here. So take a little socket and remove the 3 hinges. I'm not actually removing the hinge, I'm just removing the bolts that hold each hinge together. And there's 3 of those. There's one, and we'll get the other 2. Set those nuts to the side. And now we'll just tap these bolts out and remove the top. Real simple. There you have it. Just remove the top, take it out back, and we'll clean it the proper way. Okay, I brought this top out back, put it on a little table, got a piece of old carpet to keep from scratching it up and help hold it still. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to put a little water on it, just a slight amount of water, and I'm going to put some Dawn dishwashing or hand washing dishwashing liquid, yeah, dishwashing foam. They say it works great, so I'm just going to put a few drops of it down. And I've got some Simple Green mixed up 50-50. I'm going to squirt the surface with that. This Simple Green is a degreaser. It's going to help a lot in getting this cleaned up. And like I say, I've got some old rags here, and I'm just going to spread the soap and everything out on this surface. And right now I'm not even putting any pressure on it, and it's coming clean, really clean. But I'm going to put this on there and I'm going to let it soak for a few minutes, and we'll be back and I'll show you a little bit further into our deep cleaning. Hey, this can be a pretty dirty job. You may want to wear gloves. You don't have to. I'm not wearing any, but I'm not using caustic material either. So it's been soaking about 10 minutes now. I'm going to put just a little more soap on it, and we're going to hit it with a rag. I'm just going to use this rag I already started with, and just hit a few spots on here, get it rubbed in. It's coming clean pretty good. Like I say, you don't have to use harsh chemicals, you know. This is smoke stains, and it's coming really, really nice and clean. There's going to be a spot or two where we may have to use a brush, but you can see through the grime that it's coming clean nicely. And these stains are, you might say, baked in. But yes, it's coming clean really good. So we're going to scrub on a little bit more, and I'm going to rinse it, and I'll show you what it looks like after the first scrubbing. I've given it the once over pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and rinse it now and see what kind of effect we've got on it. There's still going to be some more cleaning to do, but and we'll address that here in just a minute. Let's get some water and put on that and see what it looks like. It's really come really clean. Oh yeah, looking good. Slide this off the end over here. That come really clean. I'm using a hard nylon brush also, and on the end it has some brass bristles or some type of metal bristle. I've never used anything like that, and I did hit a spot or two up here along the edge, and it did scratch it. But where I was using this brush, it didn't have a whole lot of effect on it. So We're gonna go back and go over it once more and get it spid shine. We're gonna get this clean where that high temp gasket will stick to this lid. Hey, how does that look? That's come pretty clean. I'm gonna hit it another lick or two. There's just a couple spots on here that I want to get, and we're not trying to make it look new. I just wanted to get it clean to make sure that that gasket sticks to it. And I don't think I'm gonna have any problem. So put a little more of this Dawn dishwashing liquid on my rag there. I even rinsed the rag out. It come pretty clean. Some of this stuff on the door is really caked on. I'm gonna hit it with that brush. And I'm just going along getting the edges good that are gonna be where the gasket goes. Y'all stick around. This is gonna take a few minutes, so we'll be back with the clean product. Okay, there you have it. It come really clean. It came cleaner than I was expecting, and I didn't have to go this clean with it. I just wanted to get the main stuff off of here, and then around these edges where that high temp gasket's gonna go. I really wanted that clean, and it's cleaned enough to where it's gonna stick good. So I'm gonna let this dry, and we'll come back in a little bit and we'll apply that gasket. So stay tuned, we're almost through. And I did want to say, if you wanted to clean your grill really thoroughly, or if you're wanting to put a gasket on yours, and I don't know what your pellet grill is like, I would highly recommend taking the lid off of it like I did. It makes it so much easier. You put it on a stable surface and really get it clean. So stick around, and we'll do the install on that high temp gasket. Now that we've got everything cleaned up, got the grill clean, got the top clean, everything's dry, I wiped down the edges with regular rubbing alcohol, and just to make sure there was nothing, no residue or anything on there. And I've already pre-cut 2 of these gaskets. And the gasket I'm using, ooh, some of the goodies fell out. They got you a few extra goodies in there. It's islandoutdoor.com, and it's the fire black high temperature gaskets. So I've started the top 2, the top and the bottom. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna place them on here, get them applied. And as I lay it down on, I'm gonna pull the backing off of it and just run it all the way across, doing a few inches at the time. It's actually going on real easy. There you have it. It did go on a little crooked there in a spot or two, but I don't see where that matters. And now just take a knife or a pair of scissors and cut that off that's on the end. And now I'll do the other side. We'll just spin this around where you can see. Hopefully you can see this. It's real simple. Not a big thing. Get it right there on the edge. And when you apply this, don't stretch the gasket part. Just let it go on freely. And like I say, do 2 or 3 inches at a time, 6 inches, whatever you feel comfortable doing. All right. And when it sticks on here, it sticks pretty good. I could pull it off, but it's really stuck good. So I'll cut that little bit off. And now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna measure for the two sides. Y'all stick around, we'll get those put on there also. Okay, I've got the sides cut. I pre-cut those, so let's put those down. We may have a little extra running over on the edge. If we do, we'll just take this this knife and we'll trim that off. Like I say, it's real easy to go on. There's a little overhang there. We'll trim that off with the knife. I'll go ahead and put this side on. Just butt it right up to the piece across the bottom there. There you have it. I didn't get it on real straight, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's gonna seal up. And if I need to, if I come back and I need another piece across the top or bottom, I have extra. This came in a 15-foot section. So I only needed like 9.5 feet to actually cover everything. So there you have that. I'm gonna trim these ends up and we'll get this mounted back on the cooker in just a few minutes. Okay, now it's time to reinstall the top to this. So we'll just pick it up. We're just gonna set it up there and we'll reinstall the screws. There you have it. Got one right here. I put one in the center just to stabilize it. It goes back on so easy. Put one in each end now. Last one. And I'd like to share with you, you know, it's my opinion, if you really want to do a cleaning on one of your grills, and like with the camp shelf, it's so much easier to remove this top than it is to raise it up and try to clean it like that. It cleans so much better and you don't have all the chemicals dropping down into your cooker. So it's my opinion, if you want to do a deep cleaning like that, you know, these tops, they will get stained with smoke and stuff like that. And actually the underside of this is cleaner than this outside. And it takes all the abuse in here. So if it's where you can, remove the top if you want to really deep clean that. So now we're going to reinstall the bolts and the screws in here and get ready to do a test run. We want to see how much smoke that gasket stops from coming out the sides. And again, I got to tell you, this grill it fits so good. Camp Chef is, you know, top quality. Researched a lot of the pellet grills out there, and I like the features of the Camp Chef best. And like I say, there was not a lot of smoke that escapes out. So I just thought, you know, while I'm cleaning, getting ready for this next rib competition, I said, you know, let's make a few changes and see if that helps with some of the leakage. But anyway, we've got it on there. The people say that produce the gasket. They say, you know, let it sit 12 to 24 hours before you cook on it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let this set overnight. We'll come back in the morning and fire the camshaft up and see what happens, you know, with the smoke that escapes. You know, I was getting a lot of smoke basically right up top here, and we still may get some. If we do, that's okay. It was working fine to start with. I just thought I'd update it just a little bit. So we'll see y'all tomorrow morning, and we'll see what the high temp gasket does. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you in the morning. After installing the high temp gasket, they recommend that you wait 12 to 24 hours. I did a little test. I'm not going to wait 12 to 24 hours. I put a bright flashlight on the inside and cut the flashlight on, cut the lights off out here, and I looked all around the edges and I could not see any light anywhere. So I'm not going to really cook on it. I'm going to fire it up and just see how the smoke comes through the chimney, and if any comes through the edges of the lid. So, and by the way, when I cut it on just a minute ago, there was an update. This camshaft, you can operate it with your phone with the camshaft app. So, but anyway, it said that it could take a while to start up. We'll see. So I'm going to set the temperature, low smoke. And it's going into the startup mode now. And they say to leave the lid open during the startup period. Startup should happen in 6 minutes or less. So I'm gonna give it a minute to get going, and we'll be back. After 3 minutes, I started to smell a little bit of smoke. We've got 2 minutes left, so it's really starting to smoke. The camshaft is firing up. We'll shut the lid here in just a minute. We'll give those pellets time to catch hold and really start smoking, like it's not smoking already. But this will calm down. We are doing a low smoke, but they say to leave the lid open until it gets going good. So we've still got a minute and 30 seconds. I'll probably shut the lid before then, but here we go. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, here you have it. It's fired up, it's going. It's set at 280 degrees with the smoke level at 5. We got smoke coming out of the chimney. I really don't see anything coming out around the door on it. So looks like it's working good. I see just a little bit right here, but it's nowhere near like it was before. So the high temp gasket, it's actually working. It's doing its job. I'm pleased with it. If you want to add the gasket to your pellet smoker or your stick burner, whatever you use, I would, and you're trying to stop those leaks, I highly recommend getting the high temp gasket. And then you could go, I bought mine on Amazon. Different stores around town may have them. Check on Amazon and pick the one that you like. Got different sizes, different lengths. So mine was a 1/2 inch with 15 feet long. You can buy more than that, you can buy less than that. And I think I paid $11 and some change for the gasket that I got. Works great. Thank you for joining me on this deal where I went through how to clean my camshaft and added the high temp gasket to the lid on it. Everything's working good. Showed you how I cleaned it. So hey, y'all get out there, get to cooking, get to smoking. For Big Al's Eats, y'all have a good weekend, and like I say, get out there and cook something on that grill.